So Chief Curry, the Moran leader, believes and him people is sovereign set of people. See, and I know him alone believes so, you know.
The central executive of the Jamaica Labour Party, the second highest decision-making body of the institution, met today.
Janet Calder, Michaela Jackson, the time has come. The time has come. Daniela Archer saw the light, resigns as NIA Principal Director. What are you guys waiting on over Jamaica Accountable Portable Meter and Jamaica for Justice to boot those two to the curb? Your image have been tainted. The perception of civil society groups in Jamaica is at an all-time low. And it is time for a correction. The time is now. Well done, Daniela Archer. Lift up now.
Holy, holy, holy. You see, you can't run, you can't hide, you can't do a thing. Labor right going mash up. I want to say to you, Miss Archer, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. You have fought hard. Give you that. You have. They can't take that away from you, yeah? They can't take that away from you. But we know this time would come. Yeah? You didn't see it coming, yeah? Because you were hoping to get a big position in the criminal organization of the PMP. Yeah? A matter of fact, the General Secretary have resigned. So I think you get an opportunity, great opportunity, to launch out fully into the political arena. All the best, Miss Archer.
Prime Minister's Holiness' intention is very clear. We must use the money that we get as much as possible to build a better future. Not even to build back better, to build a future that is much better, which is not to be resilient in every way, which is not to spend money, on cars and consumables, as was done by your side of the government when you were in government. That's what happens. That's what the PNP did. Where are the roads? Where are the schools? Where are the hospitals? Those are being built by the JLP, and we will continue to do that. We will continue to do that. The Andrew Holness administration will manage this economy in such a fashion that, Mr. President, every Jamaican who voted for Andrew Holness will be happy. I've been around the country, and I'm telling you, Mr. President, PNP and JLP say, thank God Andrew Holness win the election in September.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church in Jamaica is dismissing allegations on social media that it's sharing people's personal data collected during Hurricane Melissa relief efforts with the government. At a recent press conference, the senior management of the Jamaica Union Conference said the information was not shared for the National Identification System.
Our relief agency, ADRA, as a registered charity and a relief entity, also gathers information for the process of sharing relief with persons, but at no time is that information shared with any entity, whether non-government or government. We have a data protection officer, works with the institution, and we abide by all data protection protocols.
President Everett Brown added that before the hurricane, the church, through its humanitarian arm, was actively preparing to respond to the needs of those affected. So far, the church has spent roughly $120 million on relief assistance for both members and the general public.
We have not received any financial support or any support from any government at this point in time. We have not. The resources that we have deployed, the cash that we have given, we received those funds from our international partners, from the Seventh-day Adventist Church abroad, and from the Seventh-day Adventist Church locally.
In a surprising turn of events, Government Minister Daryl Vaz, MP, has entered the national conversation with receipts. Vaz published evidence on his social media pages confirming that Accompong was among the very first communities he visited mere days after Hurricane Melissa devastated St. Elizabeth. According to Vaz, a full assessment was conducted on site, and Chief Richard Curry himself informed the government team that most houses in the community had sustained damage. The twist deepened when Vaz reminded the public that, following another visit to Accompong earlier this month, where donations were delivered and direct dialogue was held, Prime Minister Andrew Holness publicly announced that the government would indeed be assisting with the repair of damaged buildings in Accompong and surrounding districts.
Jamaica Live, your trusted news source, both locally and internationally. Please like, share, comment, and contribute to the conversation. Support independent media. Your donations are not just appreciated, they are essential to keeping Jamaica Live alive and thriving. Join us in making a difference. Donate today. Scan the QR code on our website or donate via PayPal to jamaicalivetvnews@gmail.com.
Once all of us come together as one, let's hear the voice of the people that live within Accompong and the neighboring communities. When it comes down to Bexhill, Whitehall, Cedar Spring, Long Road, Retirement, Jersey, So let's get that going. We don't want no one to say, oh, we don't want to assist the government. Government have been assisting us. Not just now. Not just the term, the chief, Richard Curry, his tenure, his 5 year. We have been getting support from the government. So guess what? Let's do it right. The government come here, most honorable Dr. Prime Andrew Holness, Honorable Babsy Green, Fly Green, most honorable Fly Green and Honorable Pernessa Jonah. All of them came here and they give us support. They bring like over 500 packages to us. You know what I mean? Well, they disburse some to the MP on that day, so it's not really 500 that sit in a Accompong. Because some send out. So we have 270. So guess what? We have to show the respect. All right. If you remember, it's not just food. Yeah. It's not just food. Yeah. If I should cook a plate of food, a cut of food right now, and I'm eating inside a house that when the rain fall, I get wet while eating. It doesn't make sense. There's no fun, there's no enjoyment in that meal. So let's do it right.
Come to a consensus and, move forward and make we keep the strong name of the community.
It's not really big, We know what we know and we know what's right. You see, many persons are coming from outside, leave the Maroons of Accompong within the territory to decide their future. I don't want a man come on Kingston that doesn't know the territory, know the history, the culture, or a man figure be able to say, all right, let's do this. No, it's not it. Let the people decide. Then after we make our decision, you bring our voice.
So at this stage, you still you'd say you would want a meeting. So let's go back to the bargaining table. Representatives from all angles, the government, the chief, community members, and I will sit down at the table.
Yes, man.
Sit down at the table. So there's still room for discussion.
There's always room in a campus. There's always room when it comes down to one for Captain Cutler. We said the land is for the barn, and the band. I don't want someone to make a decision that doesn't really know about the seal ground, the history and the culture to say, all right, I'm gonna give this up on these people. It's like what are you giving us? No, don't dictate to us as a Maroon. These are the instruments. These are the instruments. This is one of the instruments. When we write this, there are many things that we can do, spirituality, spiritually, we can do a lot. So guess what? Let's do the right.
All right.
Talk with the people.
And of course,
Talk with the council.
we'll continue. We'll continue bringing the voice. We'll continue to be a voice for the Maroons.
Yes.
People.
Grand Rising, my people. Good morning, good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We rejoice and be glad in it. Well, people, today is a big day. Yes, Pa Buchanan and Andrew Owens will be in court for the seat. So people want to know, say, a Jubilee morning today. Jubilee morning today. So people want to come out in the numbers today. Join us at the circuit court today. Come out, people. We're going to have a peaceful protest. We're going to come out to the people. One Pa Buchanan. We're going to stand with Pa Buchanan today. Yes, people. We're going to stand with him, people. Yes, people. Yes, people. Today the day. Today the day. New Jamaica, new Prime Minister. Yes, people. Yes, people. Today the day when Lucifer come off of them throne. Lucifer come off of them throne today. So people don't come out to the people. Come out to the people. Come out, come out, come out, come out. Come out today. We call every foot, every crew, every massive, every crew roll out today and roll out. Yeah, today the big day. Yeah, the big day.
If Andrew Holness ever did what Mark Golding did, hell would break loose. The truth about Mark Golding. Back in 2000, 700 of Jamaica's poorest, mostly women and children from Mona Commons, were finally offered starter homes in Elliston Flats. For them, it was a miracle. For some residents already there, it was a threat. And who stood shoulder to shoulder with the "not in my backyard" crowd? Mark Golding. The same man who today wraps himself in orange, preaching social justice and crying for the poor he once helped keep out. At the roadblock, at the protests, he echoed the loudest voices. Don't bring those squatters here. They'll drop property value. They'll bring crime. They'll ruin the environment. Translation: poor people belong somewhere else, just not near me. This wasn't abstract concern. It was class war in real time. Middle-class residents, Golding among them, fighting to stop destitute Jamaicans from getting a roof. Now, 25 years later, he points fingers at government and declares himself champion of the downtrodden. But how do you look a squatter in the eye and promise dignity when you once stood in the road to block them? This isn't just hypocrisy, it's betrayal dressed up in orange. The footage may be gone, but the memory of the poor is long. So next time he talks about uplifting the marginalized, remember Elliston Flats. Remember who stood with the poor and who stood against them when it mattered. Jamaica deserves leaders who fight for the least of us, not leaders who only discovered the poor when it became politically convenient.
At a recent meeting with the CEO of JPS, I was advised that some parts of the parish might not get back electricity until about May of next year. Councillor Danry Delancey, Councillor for the Betheltown Division, and Mayor of Sablamar. We have been trying our best to alleviate some of the pain and suffering that has been brought upon our people here in Westmoreland. We have been, through the kind generosity of persons, we have been issuing care packages and also household items. In terms of electricity, Negril has electricity, most of Negril, not all, most of Negril has electricity. And about two to 3 days ago, the Savlamar Public General Hospital was also powered up by the JPS. Those are the only places thus far in the parish, to my knowledge, that has electricity. At a recent meeting with the CEO of JPS, I was advised that some parts of the parish might not get back electricity until about May of next year.
So Chief Curry, the Moran leader, believes that him and him people is a sovereign set of people. See, and I know him alone believes so, Many Jamaicans believe so. Because we decide to picklate them with them fairy tale story. See, because some old woman in England saying they sign one treaty with them and reward them for helping the slave owners round up runaway slaves and bring them back to the plantation, which in most cases resulted in them being killed. Saying, they believe say some document signed by some irrelevant fairy tale, some bullshit story still hold any water today. Whatever remnants a political system where we have in Jamaica today where we refer to the monarch and the queen or the king of England, it's only here because we choose to keep it here. The monarch is an irrelevant system. It has no meaning. It's just a nonsense story, just like the Santa Claus, just like the Tooth Fairy, just like anything else. It's a total nonsense. And the last set of people in Jamaica, they kind of get the idea that them sovereign and them can rule themselves, them set apart from the normal rules of the country was Tivoli Gardens. And we all can remember how that went down. So people must stop pecklate people and them rubbish. Tell them the truth. This idea about Maroons being a special set of people is the furthest from the truth. It's rubbish. And anywhere in Jamaica, the state agency want to figure whether it be police, whether it be JDF, whether it be ODPEM. The Maroon, the Moran chief and him current have no say in it. No say in it. And a full-time government make them know say, we don't have to seek no permission, nor get no blessing. Saying taxpayer money, government allocate taxpayer money in a Maroon town, in a Accompong town. And they come under the same rules like with any other place in Jamaica come under. Stop placate them, man. Stop make them feel like them have any relevance. There's no relevance. None whatsoever. The Maroons, them are Accompong town, are traitors. They were traitors. Them catch black people and return them to them death. Simple as that.
The Central Executive of the Jamaica Labour Party, the second highest decision-making body of the institution, met today, and we did two major resolutions. The first one took note of the situation with the Hurricane Melissa and the recovery efforts. The Central Executive passed on its condolences to families who would have lost loved ones. Also took note of those Jamaicans who are still without basic services, electricity, water, internet service, roadways, proper garbage collection. So we took note of that. But equally, we also urge the agencies involved to redouble their efforts to get these services to the people in their communities and to bring back normal life to them as possible. The Central Executive that also spoke to the efforts of the government and encourages the government to speed up this process and call on all Jamaicans to cooperate in the sense, continue the sense of unity that is out there with the recovery effort, and congratulates the ordinary Jamaicans who have volunteered to go into the different communities to bring relief to a fellow citizen. The second resolution spoke to the postponement of conference. Well, not the postponement, but rather the cancellation of this year's conference and the re-election en bloc of the officer corps of the Jamaica Labour Party. The standing committee had made that recommendation, and the Central Executive, after discussion and in its own wisdom, took the decision to support and endorse the position of the standing committee. So that the background to that is that we believe, the party believes, that every Jamaican, every organ and institution of the Jamaica Labour Party must be focused on bringing recovery to the persons who are affected by the largest single hurricane that Jamaica has seen in our history.
18 years and over, each and every Guyanese, and there must be a study where every Guyanese receive from this wealth, not only 18 years and over. We have just seen in America where every child that was born in the United States in 2025 will receive $1,000 US in an account that will go into the stock market, and that child will not be able to access that money until 18. People all over the world, regardless of what, are making provision for their citizens. What about us as Guyanese? You need to say all this money is just going to go with the wins, the friends and family and favorite, and poverty remains the same, and our elderly can't fix the step, can't change the roof, it's falling in, they're living in shabby condition, poverty is on the rise. No, it must not happen, and we are here. And I'm saying that I'm in it for the long haul, because we should be not here begging the government or asking the government. We are saying to the government as a people, this is what we want, this is what is happening. And I'm hoping that all Guyanese take a stand to ensure that that happens. Can you say how much at this time?
So I observe their protesters, which is being led by Mr. Mahi Paul, is headed over to the office of the president. So let's follow them and see what happens.
Hello, what's up, beautiful and amazing souls, guys, and everybody. Welcome back to this amazing channel. And in today's video, we're gonna have a very serious conversation about what is happening in Jamaica. So, and that is, of course, regarding the government of Jamaica. So, we've all been seeing several clips circulating in the online media space, and it's getting a lot of attention. And as you can actually see, the energy has shifted. So, as you all know, most of the election or most of the election cycle, there is normally a very big political announcement, and most of the time you would expect the usual cheering from one side and complaints from the other side. But what we are seeing now is something very different. I'm personally seeing people bringing receipts or evidences. I'm seeing genuine anger, and I'm seeing a lot of people asking the same question, and that is, where is the accountability? So for us in today's video, we are going to break down the narratives flying around, from the thank God praise to the good riddance outrage. Let's start our video, and that is the divide, the relief versus the reality. So when we first talk about this narrative that the beautiful and amazing country of Jamaica is breathing a sigh of relief because of the current leadership. And of course, as you all see, there is a very strong voice out there, and that is the supporters who are saying, thank God we are on this path. They are actually pinpointing stability. they are pointing to construction. But then, if you look at the reaction to the sentiments above, for every person that is praising the leadership, there are 10 others asking, what country are you living in? So the pushback is not just political rivalry, it feels personal, and people are taking these clips of politicians celebrating and stitching them with videos of the roads, the hospital, and the cost of living. So, in short, it's just a classic tale of two Jamaicans, and the Jamaica we hear about in the parliament speeches, and the Jamaica that people are actually waking up in every morning, every day. So I want us to talk about something else today, and that is the $3 trillion question. Let's address the elephant in the room, and that is the money. So, guys, there is a lot of chit chat right here surrounding the financial transparency of the country. And personally, as Irene's Tech, I have actually seen clips breaking down the Jamaica accountability meter portal reports, and they're discussing uncollected taxes, and the big one that is now the transparency around the budget. So people are not just accepting they trust us is an answer. The things, I mean, days are gone with those. Gone are the days when politicians will tell the people of Jamaica and just everywhere in the world that, you just need to trust us. Believe in our manifesto, believe in us. So at the same time, we have content creators literally doing the math on the screen, and they are breaking down billions and trillions and asking if the economy is doing well. Why are people feeling so broke? Why are people poor? And remember, this is not just a bad mind or something to do with hate. And I want to assure you that these are questions about our taxes, the Jamaican people taxes. When you see clips outside there titled The Truth Behind the Unaccounted Money, that's not just gossip. That is a citizen demanding to know how the books are being balanced. So there is also a clip that I just played here, and that is the good riddance. And for me, I felt like it summed up a lot of exhaustion where a lot of people are feeling. For me, I felt like it really summed up the exhaustion that a lot of people have been feeling. So this, from okay, according to my understanding, it's not just about the red versus the green. It's about fatigue. People are tired of the PR stunts. They are tired of the promises that reset every 4 years. The commentary, the reaction that I'm seeing suggests that the youth, especially young people, they're actually checking out of the traditional loyalty systems. They no longer care about who their fathers voted for. They care so much now about who is going to fix the water supply today, who is going to fix the road, the hospital, the schools, and the economy in general. So the politicians might think that they won the battle, but judging by the online reaction, they are losing the war for the people's trust. That's my take on what I'm seeing. I want to know what you think about all this issue, about all this situation. And I don't know if you also feel a sigh of relief the government is talking about, or do you feel like the math is not just a mathing? Let me know in the comment section. I truly appreciate your presence, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you in the next video.